Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. We're here for your doc talk, except we're an hour early. Sorry about that, guys. Happy almost Halloween. I got my spider earrings on today. Can you guys see those things? And my Got Your Back Chiropractic t-shirt on. But just wait, tomorrow we're going to wear our real costumes, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I have one.
Yeah. So anyway, we're here to talk to you guys on Doc Talk today about germs, right? About the germ theory of disease and about ultimately like what our kids are being taught in schools about germs and how you get sick and get sick. And we always tell people you don't get sick, you do sick. So that's kind of what we're going to talk to you guys about today.
Right. So I was just in a cafe in town here, and there's a big old sign that says wash your hands, and by all means when you go to the bathroom you should wash your hands, but what the sign says is dirty hands spread disease. And I want to know, is that true? Is it really dirty hands? Is it really the germs that actually cause disease or cause illness? And the developer of chiropractic, BJ Palmer, said, hey, if the germ theory of disease were correct, none of us would be living to prove it.
Yeah, or to talk about it.
Right. And we always say it's not necessarily the seed, it's the soil, right? You have to have both. Yeah, the seed's got to be there, but it's got to have the proper environment as well. So like Dr. Heather says, we don't get sick, we do sick. What are we doing to actually let those seeds or those illnesses inhabit our body and then manifest as symptoms?
Right, and a really simple way to think about this, you guys, is to have a handful of acorns in your hand, right? And if we were to ask you guys, what do they make? And you guys are all going to say they make oak trees, right? And we're going to say, hands down, 100% of the time, acorns make oak trees, right? And everybody's going to say yes. And then we throw them on a carpet. Do they make oak trees on the carpet? They don't, right? Because they're not in the right soil, the right environment, the right type of conditions for that acorn to actually branch and make a tree. So same sort of situation in our bodies, you guys. So my daughter came home the other day with this paper, colored this bug-looking monster, and at the top it said headache germ, and she was literally coloring a bug monster that was called a headache germ. And so I had to have that really hard conversation with her that, germs aren't the cause of headaches. How many times do we help headaches with chiropractic care because there's a nerve system problem called subluxation? But our kids are being taught from a very young age that our ailments are all caused by germs, right?
Right. And a headache doesn't mean you're sick. It doesn't mean you're inhabiting a germ. It could be from dehydration. It could be subluxation. It could be a toxic exposure. It could be stress.
Yeah.
Right? So to say that we have a headache germ, we're just teaching our kids the wrong thing.
Right, about the throw-up germ. So she also came home like, Mommy, there's throw-up germs. Yeah, there absolutely is throw-up germs. Don't get me wrong, there is. But we can all be exposed, and every one of us actually have that throw-up germ in our bodies, and only some of us are puking, right?
Right. I took care of a few people this week with the throw-up germ, and I haven't puked yet. So.
But do you think Dr. Marley was exposed to the throw-up germ? Because I guarantee he was. There's the diarrhea germs. We went on a family trip, 2 years ago to Florida, and our kids came back with, what was that stuff called?
Campylobacter.
Campylobacter, which is nasty stuff, massive watery diarrhea, lots of puking. Our entire family went. Half the family ended up with Campylobacter symptoms, and half the family did not. But we all were exposed. And so we're literally ingraining in our children that these germs cause diseases. And we're challenging you guys to think about that differently and talk to your kids about it differently at home too.
Right. Not the germ, the environment, right? And we do have control over the environment. We have control of what we put into our system, how resilient we are. So it really comes down to the three things that we always talk about. Actually, the five things, right?
Yep.
How we eat, how we move, how we sleep, our stress, and the function of our nerve system. And if we address all five of those categories, well, the end result is going to be health and resilience. Sometimes we might actually inhabit a germ, but the majority of the time we're not. So we encourage you guys for the rest of the year, right? This is the Doing Sick season. We encourage you to get a handle on our ebook where we help you kind of bulletproof your immune system. So we tell you the things that we're doing this time of year that promote sickness, right? And we're hopefully equipping you and empowering you with the things that you need to do so that we don't get sick.
Right. And then with that being said, you guys, everybody eventually does sick. Everybody does sick at some point in their life. We just blame it on other things, like, oh, daycare, oh, school season, oh, holidays. It's always something to blame for when we're doing sick. But this ebook also equips you for, if you're in that stage where you're sick right now, what can you and should you be doing to get through it so that you don't need a second dose of antibiotics or maybe even a first if you jump on it fast enough, right? Right?
Right. So yeah, we always like to say that we need to take more responsibility when it comes to our health, and just changing our framework and the way that we talk about germs in our health is a big part of that, right? We need to take responsibility. We need to realize it's not bad luck, it's not bad genes, and it's not bad germs that's causing sickness. It's what we're doing.
Yep.
Okay, it's our lifestyle.
Yeah. So like we talked about last week, vitamin D is huge right now. You guys need to make sure you're consuming vitamin D as a supplement, okay? Because we're not getting it from the sun, right? Another huge immune system supplement right now is a probiotic. So you need to make sure you're taking a good probiotic. We have 2 different kinds in here, both top quality. We love them both. They're fantastic. They're going to help build up the healthy gut bacteria, right? So I like to say our germs friend or enemy, because really the human body is like 90% bacteria or something crazy.
We have more bacterial cells than human cells.
Yeah, so I mean,
Crazy.
we've got to live in this symbiotic relationship, so we need to feed our good bacteria with, prebiotics and probiotics. So that's another big one that we really recommend you guys are on. And with that being said too, if you or your kids have been on an antibiotic in, the past six months or so, you more than anybody else needs to make sure you're on a probiotic right now as well, okay? Any other big supplement they should be taking right now for immune system?
Those are the 2 biggies this time of year.
Yep.
Definitely are.
Yep. All right, you guys. Well, share this with your friends. Talk to your kids about the headache germs and the throw-up germs and the diarrhea germs, and help them understand that it's not just are you exposed to the germ, but how healthy is your body and able to actually, be exposed to the germ but not become symptomatic due to it.
Right,
Okay?
and start asking yourself, not did I get sick, but what did I do to get sick? Like, am I doing sick?
Yep.
Is what we're trying to say.
Absolutely.
So try and figure out where those stressors are, remove them, add the good stuff, and you'll be more resilient, we promise you.
Yep, and then get your extra adjustments. There's no better time to get extra adjustments than when you're sick or stressed out. So we're here for you guys. And have a really good day. It's freezing out there. I can't feel my toes still. Hope you guys are staying warm.
One thing, tomorrow, Halloween, right?
Sugar season.
It's the sugar season, right? I have to throw this in there because one of the biggest inhibitors of the immune system is actually sugar. So if you are going to partake in the trick-or-treating, we are. Let's just make sure that we limit that sugar consumption and we don't overdo it.
Right. Yep. Okay, guys. Happy Halloween.
All right.
See
Take
ya.
care.